Have another beer, buddy.
Chatty chat. I think that they probably said that being shorter is advantageous.
Well, they need to teach me then. There you go. So we had to poke a little fun at him. Call you Ginger Swag.
Yeah. If you weren't bowlers, what would you have liked to have done instead? Anything else. Literally anything else.
That's a great answer.
The horse is so dead that it's on some kid's school project on a landfill already.
And there you have
that one before.
No. We'll talk about that one more.
Terrible idea.
What is going on, everybody?
What it is.
Happy Wednesday, happy middle of the week, happy hump day, whatever you want to call it.
And so we're back from outer space.
Nico, I posted some kind of breaking news in the group on Facebook. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about that. I'm sure.
Yeah. James sent me the link to that.
Or the Weber
Discord.
thing?
Yeah, the Weber thing, so that we can.
Are they really doing match play starting at 9 o'clock tonight?
That would be awesome. Of course, it'd be if it's 9 o'clock here, it'd be 7 there.
It says match play 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh,
because they're almost done with qualifying already.
Cool.
My feelings wouldn't be hurt.
Lots of ball. And Kevin Williams withdrew because he was feeling under the weather. Saw that earlier.
Yeah.
There was a question on Sweep the Rack on their Facebook page about the use of urethane even when it doesn't look good. Sometimes, and I think that the best answer is sometimes you're using something, it can be urethane reactive both, and you're just kind of stuck using it even if it doesn't look good. Sometimes the lanes just get to a place where nothing looks good.
Right.
I mean, it was just about like Bowling City last week. That singles and doubles pair team was not great, but it wasn't terrible. That singles and doubles pair was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was awful.
There was nothing you and Yuri could do. Of course, Trevor's going to shoot 700 on everything. He just kind of lazily shot 2160 or whatever he did.
For like a nice little third place.
Yeah.
And all events quietly. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that pair was just wretched. It didn't matter what you guys did. I mean, you shot a couple 220s out the gate, and then you just couldn't put anything together. It was
I've never seen a pair on the right side break down so fast on a house shot with just two righties and two lefties on a pair.
You and Yuri, it's not even like that's like a righty and a half.
Yeah, so
really, you might as well have been bowling by yourself. And yeah, Yuri sent me something the next day and said, "Sorry, I bowled so bad." I'm like, "Man, I'm pretty sure you beat me. We both shot 580."
What are you apologizing for?
And that's what I was gonna say. I had zero look the first set too, and the second set I pulled Trevor and
we were gonna live stream last Wednesday, but we decided to just say screw it and just bowl. Sometimes it's nice to just go out there and have fun, relax, and just bowl. So maybe another time.
Yeah, it's nice to have the content. Maybe we'll do something special.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe we can get out there once you get back from nationals. We can put out last year's team pattern that you guys have been practicing a little bit on.
Yeah, we can.
And maybe break down the different a little practice session and break down the differences or something.
Sure.
Or we can talk about it and then not do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll just plan on that. We'll just say we did and not do it. No, that'd be kind of fun though. Shoot some content doing that. But
I did get our. I forgot all about it, but I got our videos from last year. Chaz had them. Chaz sent me the links.
You just got them?
He got them months ago, but I just forgot about them. And so he sent me the links, and so I've got the stuff from our sets last year that I will probably stream at some point and go over them, talk about them, and then you're bowling next Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
11:30 on Tuesday and nice bright and early at 7 a.m. on Wednesday.
You have 11:30 p.m.?
No,
okay.
no.
I was gonna say you don't have the like extra bad.
They had that squad last year, so we were able to fix that. Thank God.
Yeah.
No, we'll actually be able to go out and have dinner and actually have a nightlife and enjoy it for the night instead of having to throw bowling balls, turn around, go to sleep for 4 or 5 hours, and throw bowling balls again. So.
Yeah. When are you leaving? Sunday, Monday?
We're leaving Saturday.
Okay,
it's about 11 hours and 45 minutes from us,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm leaving from Emporia.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're
We're gonna ride.
down to
Dylan, Trevor, and myself are gonna ride with Johnny Clark.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So it's like I said, it's about 11 hours 45 minutes. I think we're gonna stop in Shreveport for the night.
Okay.
Probably grab some dinner, just relax, have a couple beers. We might end up going to like B-Dubs or something and going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and they're gonna have the fights on. Nothing else to do. We don't have to get up in the morning. So
yeah,
we have a 3 o'clock Bowlers Journal squad as of right now, booked and paid for on Sunday at 3 o'clock. I'm more than positive we're going to bowl more than one Bowlers Journal squad unless we all just go out there and just rail it and shoot 843.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. You got an awful big set to
no,
get to.
The guy only got in seniors.
Oh, Johnny told me that yesterday when he was here finishing up.
Yeah.
The trial.
He only got in seniors, and then his doubles partner that he picked or whatever for BJ, they only shot 1487 with an 840 set. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna bowl the BJ at 3 o'clock on Sunday, which it wouldn't shock me if we turn around and bowled another one Sunday night or something. But we'll end up bowling multiple. Monday we have a team practice session booked at 3 o'clock at All Star. I think is where same place where the Bowlers Journal's at. All Star Lanes, I believe. And then, Tuesday, Wednesday we compete, and Wednesday we'll drive home. I think we're planning on leaving straight after we get done. So we're gonna drive as far as we can. If we need to stop, we'll stop. If not, we're gonna come straight back. So the plan as of now is to make Thursday league next week. If we do end up staying the night somewhere and driving home Thursday the rest of the way, I probably will skip. So just because I don't feel like being in the car for a while, then turn around, rush home, change, and then get back in the car and go to bowling. So my kind of partner. But yes, looking forward to it. Got bowling balls figured out what I'm going to take. That was nice and fun trying to figure out, narrow that all down. Originally, I wasn't going to take any urethane, and that kind of Johnny and I kind of bailed on that and both decided, look, we'll just take a double bag, and you take a purple and I'll take a purple, and we'll just share a bag.
Yeah, I got to look at Matt McNeil's teams bowled, and I saw their team set. Pretty well, all of them had a bad last game.
I was watching McNeil this afternoon. They didn't bowl until almost 4 o'clock. Last I looked, he shot 260 game one. McNeil shot 260, 200, 190 in doubles. And then the guy that had 840 shot, him and his partner shot 1325. Yes, my nose is cold, so if you see me keep grabbing my nose and warming my nose up, I do not like a cold nose.
Yeah, they're still working on them. So 640, 660. I would not be unhappy about that.
Team looks like, I haven't seen any videos yet on the team pattern, but doubles and singles looks gettable. It's the team event has got to be brutal or something.
660, 661.
What do you have in team?
Says 660.
Rakowski is the guy that.
Yeah. 60, 660. So they all shot 660. Alex Hoskins, ain't that about a bitch?
What?
666 for McNeil in doubles. 650. 661. 664. 661.
Wow.
So they all shot pretty well exactly the same thing.
The epitome of consistency.
Yeah. 3080 is going to be a solid score. Obviously, I think it's normally around 33 to 3350, I think, is where they like to keep the winning score. So, 3080 is going to be, might not even be in the top 100.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the team pattern looks like. Obviously, we've seen the singles and doubles a little bit from like when they posted the deal on Amuleto and Go Bowl the other day.
Yeah.
And of course, the guys that we've seen shooting scores in the Bowlers Journal so far, with the massive 842, 843, whatever it was that what's his name shot, and then we had another 300. What was it last night?
Mm-hmm.
Guy shot bills in the.
Yeah, the Bowler's Journal is apparently dead easy.
Which it's just you literally just lay it up the twig on the right side with a big ball and pray.
Yeah. We will see what happens.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I mean, I'm seeing that kind of makes me lick my chops a little bit, but
yeah,
I'm kind of hoping that I can find a look like that in the BJ and call it good. But yeah, a ton of video. I mean, the tournament hasn't been going a week yet. What started Saturday? Yeah. So Nationals time is upon us. Go ahead and flood us in the chat here. And if you go back and watch this as a podcast, tell us when you're going to Nationals. Curious to know when everybody's going to Nationals, what your game plan is, what your arsenal you're planning on taking. I guess I can lead into that real quick and tell you what I plan to take. I had a list here.
Buck Sauce, what are you doing?
I mean, just a second. It is right here. So originally I wasn't going to take any urethane. But my bag so far is, and it shouldn't change anything, it's pretty set in stone. Taking a Black Widow 3.0, an Envy Tour, an Effect Tour. The Effect Tour still got pretty much box surface. I've knocked a little bit of the surface off of it, so it's going to be pretty fresh. I'm taking a Summit, a Sensor Solid, Nyon Pro, plastic, obviously, a Jackal Ghost, Theorem. I wasn't going to take urethane, but I'm now going to take a Purple Hammer. So Purple's going to make the trip with me.
Hunter Campbell, what's up, man?
That's locked in, and that's what I'm taking. So there you go, Nico. I just answered your question. If anybody's going to be down there, I know we're going early. If anybody's going to be down there Sunday through Wednesday and you're around the center, come say hi.
Hunter's probably taking the same thing I am, just a shitload of urethane.
Take the thing.
I've got Angel got me, she found me she looks around on eBay.
Yeah.
And she got me a magenta hammer, which is a purple that's magenta.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a couple purples. I'm probably drill another black or two. But yeah, I'm going to take a couple purples. I'm going to drill that magenta. I'll take a couple blacks. And then
not a purple hammer?
Yeah, I'll take two of those.
Okay.
Two of those, two blacks, the magenta, the pink widow, and then I will take a couple reactive balls, but I just never use them. They're always too dynamic. So,
Felix, my man, I like that answer.
You happiness, buddy?
Miss you guys. Screw League I'm watching tonight. Love it.
Sweet.
Love the dedication. I've also got the game 4 of 6 going live on Bolt TV on my computer in front of me here. Bouncing back and forth between that and the comments. I mean, I've got comments over here, so I can see those too. But can somebody? I saw something in the chat here, not our chat, the one in the Bowl TV chat. Can somebody confirm that it is 10 p.m. Eastern time that they're actually going to start match play for the Scorpion? Because if that's the case, that's pretty awesome. That gives me something to do when I get home. Sorry. Taking a purple and a black hammer. You must be left-handed and know you're left-handed, but yes. Yes, he pretty much won't throw anything other than urethane.
Yeah, I have.
Even if he wants to.
I've thrown something other than urethane once, and that was a promotion in team my very first year there, and then after that, it's been nothing but urethane.
Don't forget to talk about B7 thoughts on what your thoughts there. Yeah, talk a little bit about that. We also can talk a little bit about the Weber situation. I'll be honest, the double show, I didn't watch any of. So he'll have to discuss it if he watched it. I was a bad guy, and I did a fantasy baseball draft. So I was busy brainstorming that. So I didn't get to peek at all of I lie. I think I watched half the first match, and that was it. So
yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot of it. We were on the way back. We filmed on Sunday, so we were on the way back when it started. And so I watched some of the I watched like the last match and a half, kind of.
It says Storm Dog on your lap. It is Storm Dog on the lap. He's taking over the show.
What are you doing? Buck sauce?
Just hanging out.
Duck sauce? Soy sauce?
Let's get a microphone on him and let him go to town.
Packet drawer.
Actually, his
Buck sauce
side is right.
Yeah, you're just.
Then we've got Aspen back here behind us.
Where's Mama? What are you doing?
I was supposed to link to the show because Fox is really darn fast putting them on YouTube. Yeah, they actually are. But yes, we appreciate it.
Hey, go
appreciate
get
it for us and the others that don't get to see it.
Me all
easy to go back and click. Yeah,
fuzzy.
you're fuzzy.
I know, buddy. What are you doing?
He is. Yeah.
Hey, he does this when I'm at the computer all the time upstairs. He's bored.
He's bored. He wants to go out. Is what he wants.
Yeah, it's muddy outside.
We had some crazy weather around our parts yesterday where we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds and it rained like an inch and a half, 2 inches or whatever it was, and then it turned into a blizzard outside. It sounded like fun. Yeah. And then I don't know if you saw the weather for Baton Rouge yesterday and the day before. They had like 5-6 tornado warnings in Baton Rouge. Shreveport, where we're stopping, they had tornado warnings.
Buck,
like,
get down.
Man, I'm glad that was a week before we get there.
You got to get down, though. You got to get down.
I'll see the Jerky Man on Friday, Luke. Ooh, jerky sounds good.
I like the bacon and the salmon. And the hot stuff is actually good, too. I like the hot stuff.
I think Steve will have a rough time.
You're getting way too hot.
Yeah.
You need to go. No, off.
Off.
Thank you, buddy.
He is like, I am not moving. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're furry.
We haven't figured out the timing on getting him groomed.
I think now's the time.
He always starts shedding. Hi, Pickles. Two pigs. He
Um,
always starts shedding like a month after we have him groomed.
Oh, yes. We also have you to talk about, too. You got going to the Southwest tournament this weekend. I'm sure a lot of you that watch this probably have pulled the Southwest tournament, at least if you're in the Midwest region area. It's another fun tournament, but it's also very high scoring. And then, yes, the fun part is to talk about the off season.
Mm-hmm.
With the off season coming up, does anybody have any big plans for the off season? Well, what are you going to do to stay in shape during the off season to get yourself ready for league season? Are you bowling any tournaments of the off season, et cetera, et cetera? So that'll be fun to talk about. But yeah, what do you have an idea Arsenal wise? I just laid out mine for national since we kind of talked about McNeil, and then I laid out mine. What are your plans? I mean, you said
it's just a bunch of
urethane. You said two blacks, two purples, a magenta,
two purples, the magenta, the pink widow I've got, and then I don't know what I'm
a promotion. Take. You gonna take one?
Probably not. I need to get the Evoke fixed up. That would be one. If I throw anything reactive, it's going to be something like that. I don't know that I want to waste a promotion because I'll probably just drill it for that and then never throw it again. So I'm just really not sure.
I mean, I don't think you're going to throw anything other than Thane anyways, but I mean, you very well could, I guess. But
and it'll depend. We'll see. I'll talk to Trevor and see what ends up happening, but you guys will have a pretty good idea, and then we'll talk about that, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be able to tell you exactly what we've seen, saw, whatever. Yes,
in the summer league.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
What'd you say? Two-handed what?
Yeah, Hunter's gonna bowl.
I think I'm gonna bowl two-handed in a summer league just to see how it goes. Oh, sweet. Yeah. The only way I could bowl two-handed is if I drop down to 14 pounds. Even then, I don't think that it would still be very pretty.
Yeah, I don't. If I had to learn how to bowl two-handed, that probably wouldn't happen.
So Johnny and Trevor and Dylan we're in our nationals group chat, and they know I'm doing a show. So they're literally sending a one word letter or one word time just to. Let's see if you can see it. This is what they're doing to me here.
Mm-hmm.
So my phone keeps vibrating. I'm trying to figure out why is my phone going off like crazy. Don't they know what's going on right now? Might get to 300 revs. It's entirely possible. It would still be more rev dominant than it would be ball speed. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, it's a trap. Thanks. But Tobias, I really appreciate that. Thanks. That might be generous as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys down there in old Baton Rouge, you plan on doing team practice session and all that good fun jazz?
Yeah, I think we might actually even have one booked already.
Sweet.
I think we're good to go on that.
Any changes this year to
Okay.
Any changes this year to your group? Like who's all going?
Yeah, I think Chaz said we still need 3 more people, but it's going to be me, because Bruce is not going. James is going with a different group. So it's going to be Chaz and Dallas, and then me, Ryan Klaus, Ramsden, I think, James Hoff, and Timmy Parrott, and then I think we're still looking for a few more. But that's kind of the way that it goes every year. We've been up and down, and normally have to scramble. Last one, Waswell might be going too.
Doesn't he usually go with you?
Yeah, he normally goes. I think he wanted to go. Of course, his health's not been great, but I think he wanted to go at least one more time to Baton Rouge to get his. I think he's got like a 20 consecutive coming up, or a 20-year, some kind of milestone he's got coming up. So he wanted to at least get that.
Well, yeah, I get that, and I do like Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
I looked at flights, and I looked at flights, and I looked at flights, and I was hell bent on actually trying to fly, but I just every time I looked at, I think it was like, and I started like as soon as we booked this. I want to say when I originally started looking, it was just under $600 round trip, and that was before you add bowling balls to the mix.
Yeah,
because originally I talked about doing the balls down there and shipping back.
Yeah.
And then you add the whatever $200 or whatever it is to do that, and I was like, yeah, no, we're just gonna drive.
Yeah, especially with the amount of balls that you're taking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've got to cut it down to 6, and then it's annoying getting that shit in and out of the airport. And when it's only like a 10, 11, 12 hours, by the time you've got to get to the airport a couple hours early to get everything settled in, checked out, and then on the plane, off the plane, picking shit up. And so you're 6-7 hours in anyway, flying. And so it's like, just add a couple hours and pack a bunch of shit in the back of the truck and go.
Yeah. And I think we're all taking 9 apiece. 10 now for us, but because since Johnny and I decided to take a purple, and we'll just add we're just going to take a double bag, and him and I'll just throw both of our purples in one.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told him, so if you don't take it, you can't throw it. So at least it's there as a backup in the back of your mind. Like, I really need to have this bad boy with me. I've got it. So
there are places to store your equipment on site.
Yeah, and those lockers.
They'll get you for it though.
Lockers.
The lockers are very expensive now.
How much are they?
It's like $10 for a gold locker now.
A day?
Every time you open it.
Woo!
$10 a token.
Yikes! That's
what it was. It used to be like $5 for the gold token and $3 or $2 for the silver, but now it's like $6 or $7 for the silver, and then 10 for the gold.
It's still cheaper than a beer.
Yeah. We'll have to see what the convention center's like, but
I will report back in a couple days.
Yep, and I'm definitely never going to Reno again. We're skipping next year for sure.
I'm hoping we do.
Yeah.
I'll have to let you know the prices. I think there actually is a bar in the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's been since 2012 since I've been there.
Yeah, and they'll have they'll have USBC. Will have their own stuff set up if not, but
it is really cool down there though. The Baton Rouge, where the riverfront right there.
Yeah,
I mean we're staying pretty much. You can't get it much closer, our hotel, from where we're at to where it's at.
Yeah, I guess we're staying at the Hilton. That's right on the. Last year we stayed across the river, but this year we're staying on the same side of the river, just kind of the downtown area.
Is it the one that's across the street from the Hotel Indigo?
Probably.
That's where Trevor and Dylan are staying. Mm-hmm. They're staying at the Hilton right there, right across the street. That's the Hotel Indigo something. It's another IHG hotel.
Okay.
But we would, so it's, yes, we're staying in the same place. There's a little place called Capitol Grill. Mm-hmm. That's right from walking distance to those two. That looks really, really killer. But I mean, when they booked it, it was like for 3 nights. It was like $430, something like that. Not terrible, right? Split between the two of them. Yeah, we went to go book it a couple days later, and it was $770 for 3 nights. So Johnny and I said, no. So we looked across the street, and literally it's 200 feet from door to door. Yeah. And I told Johnny, I was like, let's just go here.
Yeah.
And he was cool with it. We wanted to be in the same building, but yeah, if we're that close, we're that close. I'll probably go across the street streaking or something at some point.
Yeah, I just want some crawfish.
I just want some gator.
Yeah.
I did see that that little Capital Grill's got fried gator. I want blackened though. Blackened gators, delicious. I'm looking forward to some Cajun food. I can tell you that.
Yep. Frog legs, crawfishes, some crawfish in the patty here.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait. Can't wait. So yes, Baton Rouge Nationals. I go this week. When we back next time we're back, I'll report. Let you know how it goes. If I can remember, I can let you guys know in the breakdown pair page. I can maybe post something too, say this is great, this is awful, don't ever do this again. You should come here every year. The gist of it. We'll have fun. So, yeah, I'm actually really excited to talk about everybody's plans in the off season too. So,
yeah,
because I'm actually ready for the off season. I don't know about everybody else, but
yeah, I think I've officially reached the point of no return on. I would have to shoot like 720 every week the rest of the season to be a captain.
Oh, I'm not going to make one. I think I'm at 17, 16, something like that. It's just been one of those years where I just can't get anything going consistently.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think I'm at 15 or 214.5 or something like that. I'm right there. But yeah, I think it would take too much to get up there, which I'm not really broken up about it. I normally end up on pretty good teams anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly worried about it either. Sorry, feel okay. Sorry. Goodness. You bowling any summer leagues?
Yeah, I think Hoff and I are going to run it back in the summer doubles league, but that would be it.
Well, I'd like to bowl the doubles league again. My problem is I'm still battling this finger thing. So I'm either going to have to take some time off this summer. They're still doing that. I'm going to have to take some time off this summer and see if either some rest helps or I'm going to have surgery on it. So I may be forced to not bowl. So we'll figure it out. I would like to still bowl this summer if I can. I think once April hits, once April's done, I'm pretty much good for most of the summer when it comes to set plans. Before I forget, I know my daughter is at gymnastics right now, but I'm going to give her a shout out. Her first year bowling, she hasn't even been bowling a full year yet. She started in the summer and she's still bowling Winter League. She qualified for Pepsi this year for the first time. So, and luckily it's at Royal Crest. The Pepsi finals are. So it's even better. So shout out to my daughter. We also are going to do the state adult youth tournament qualifying. You have to do the house qualifying rounds and whatnot. So we're going to bowl together in that, and hopefully we can make the state finals. And the state finals for that happen to be in Emporia this year. So
that's not bad either.
If we can get in and do that, that'd be cool. But other than that, outside of that, I don't have any plans. I'd like to play a lot of golf.
I think I'm going to make a point to do that a little bit more. Plus, I've got like how many gift cards do we have? We
just keep winning.
I've got several gift cards for Lake Shawnee, so we're going to have to burn a couple of those anyway.
My only problem is if I actually do have to have my finger operated on, I don't know how much golfing I'm going to be able to get in. Just depends on downtime because it is my right hand. So we'll cross that bridge when it comes. No matter what, if I have to have a sub for me fill in for the golf tournament this year, you bet your ass I'm going to be riding around that cart.
Oh yeah,
drink some damn beer. I'll Stone Cold Steve Austin on the back of that thing. All right.
Yeah. No, we'll just be a man down.
Hey, you'll be a half a man down.
Yeah, I am. 3.5 men.
Thank you. Yeah. That's pretty good. But no, the summer doubles league I'm gonna miss though. I'm not gonna miss the amount of sweat that I do in the summertime, bowling as fast as we do in that. But it's still gonna be nice to be able to kick back and relax. I probably will come up there and drink some beers and stuff and hang out on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
I told myself that I wouldn't go through the summer again and not bowling because I know I won't make myself bowl, but I think I'm going to be forced to actually make myself have some downtime, which it's okay. Body could use a rest. So yeah, I mean, your summer, you're not going to Nationals till July, so
yeah. And we're doing
Springfield too.
Springfield the first weekend of June.
Yeah, we go to Springfield in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then I think I talked to Angel about Pittsburgh mixed.
Yeah.
And I think that we would like to do that. We're just, for some reason, we were thinking that we already had something the first weekend of August, which it's one of those things that's like we don't even know what's happening next weekend half the time. But the first weekend of August or the first week of August or something rang a bell for us.
Yeah.
Some certain direction. So we're going to check it out and make sure that we can actually go before we say sign up and then
the group we were going with, they decided they're not going now, so we'd have to do our own thing.
Oh, okay.
Which isn't that big a deal.
Yeah, that's not a problem either.
So
I've been wanting to get down to Pittsburgh again. I kind of miss it not traveling anymore. That was one of my favorite. There's nothing that really happens in Pittsburgh, but it's quiet, and there's that freaking awesome Fifth Street bar down there. The bowling alley is pretty nice too.
They have a brewery that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I like going to Pittsburgh.
It's
only a couple hours away. So.
I was supposed to actually go to Pittsburgh in April, the end of April, and bowl the Open, not the mixed one, but the regular tournament, the regular Open tournament, and I decided to back out and bowl the over 50, under 50. In Lee Summit.
Ready for another one?
Yeah. Because that's a tournament that I always bowl with my partner. So they just took forever to schedule it this year for some strange reason. So glad they don't have to travel. I was actually looking forward to going, but Amanda also flies out. My wife, for those that don't know that, she's flying out to go to Florida for 4 or 5 days. Be Ray and I for a few days. I'm curious, by the way, if we have a program that week. That's not till April. I mean, I'll have to let it all play out. Bud Bowl is going on now. What is Bud Bowl? You have to help me out because I really don't know. I'll throw that for me.
Yeah, we've reached the point of no return, y'all.
Yeah, I drink too much, so I'm cutting back a little bit. Lately when I've been drinking, it makes me feel like pure crap, which is obviously it's alcohol, right? But I'm taking a step back. So trust me, I have not quit. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah. I've still got some pretty nice bottles upstairs, and then the fridge is stocked. I'm accumulating faster than it's going out. So
I'll drink some beer this weekend, and I will have to buy a beer at the convention center just so that I can report back that I paid $25 for a beer.
It may not be as bad if it's not in.
I hope not.
If it's not in Reno, because it wasn't bad at Vegas at all. I mean, it was a little bit more, but Reno thought that they were a professional sporting event or something.
Yeah, Reno's. I mean, it is Reno. Big tourney upstate New York. Oh, cool. It does sound familiar, Bud Bowl, but I've never really seen anything like that. What is it? Just a singles doubles team type 9 gamer or what? Just curious. I would assume so since it's starting now.
Yeah, I'll be in Pennsylvania the last weekend of
April. Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Yeah,
Dutchman. So I haven't done that before, but apparently that's a big deal up there, kind of like Tulsa is and Ozarks and whatever else. It's the team double singles thing. I think we're bowling 2 team squads. I think, but it's only a couple hours away from my daughter, so I'm gonna swing by there either on the way through or on the way back or something like that, and hang out with the kids for a couple days.
Sweet, that'll be fun. I'm assuming you're gonna drive then.
Yep, I'm just gonna drive. I was thinking about flying up there, and I would have had friends to drive me around or whatever. But this way, I can go up and visit the kids and kind of take my time and take all the stuff I want to take. I mean, I'm not going to take a million bowling balls, but it's just easier with luggage and bowling balls and whatever else. And just
you going solo?
Yeah. Yep.
It's a long drive.
Yeah, it's too much. It's about the same amount of. Well, it's not. Vegas is a little further, but yeah, it's 16 and a half, 17 hours. So it's a haul. I'm going to stick around, or I'm going to stay in Columbus, Ohio. Got a buddy there that we saw last time we went through early last year, and then I'll stay in Indianapolis on the way back because there's that Black Dog Brewery that's awesome there. So
that's in Pennsylvania.
That one's in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
But there's a couple good spots in where we're going.
Oh, that's another one we got. It's KCO. I forgot this summer too. You got to remember that. That's not till the end of summer though.
Okay.
So sorry, I just saw KCO and I thought.
Yeah.
But the Dutchman, so it's basically like is it a long running standing thing, kind of like Ozarks? I'm assuming.
I think so. I don't think it's as, but of course, nothing's really as big as Ozarks, but it's been a long running kind of a big deal out there. And since we got a bunch of friends in the area, Angel's going to stay here with the dogs because it's hard enough to figure out.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So
I think a lot of the Ozark success over the years, though, is because it's more of a centralized location, and it is easier for everybody to travel to that comes from long distances. I mean, you come from the south, east, west.
Yeah.
And
they're kind of right in the middle, almost right in the middle of the country, so it's pretty easy for people to get to.
I'm curious what scores are looking like down there right now, too, because they posted the graphs and patterns for that event as well. And they've decided they're just going to make them pretty hard every year, it seems like.
Yeah.
If you look at the two patterns, it looks like singles and doubles looks pretty gettable. But team event just looks like they're just dumped a ton of oil. And
you guys are going to be down there
2 weeks?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, you'll get back, and then you'll get back from nationals, then you'll head there another week after that. So.
Yeah, oh joy, right? What day are you leaving to go to Wichita? Let's talk a little Southwest.
That's the 15th and 16th next
weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, it's next weekend. I'm going to go down. Tobias and I are going to go down Friday afternoon, and we'll eat at Dino's, and then I don't know if we'll go look at the. There hasn't been much of a point to go to the sweeper. That's a little bit different than going and watching the sweeper for Swiss.
Yeah,
this is just you go and watch Spencer and the gang run over the field every single week.
Why don't you bowl then? Because it's not like you wouldn't bowl until 12:30, 1 o'clock the next day.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could always bowl it, but I don't necessarily need to.
Yeah.
Trevor said they were kind of different, but
well, you don't have to worry about Packy being there.
Yeah.
So he's not going to shoot 900 this time.
Packy's going to be busy.
Surprised Spencer's not at the. Are we sure he's not at the World Series?
He hasn't gone pro yet. He's said a couple times.
Yeah, he's got to be pro.
He's not going to go pro until he gets out of college, because he's making enough money doing sweepers and stuff like that. Because he's in Wichita and he can bowl that sweeper every single week and just clean up in brackets. So that's a little honeypot for those guys.
Several of those college kids are out there. Like saw Gabe Alvarez is out there. TJ Rock's out there.
Brandon Bonner, I'd imagine, is probably out there.
I didn't see if he was or not.
I don't know.
I didn't know Brandon Bonner's got his card or not because he still was in college as of this year.
Yeah.
Seems like he's another one that's been in college for like 75 years.
Well, it's just it's one of those that was like Brent Bowers. He was so good at such a young age that you just naturally thought that he was a whole lot older than he was.
Yeah.
But he was competitive at 13.
So. Oh, yeah. Last year, Dutchman paid out over $500,000 in prizes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of coin.
Yep.
Now, of course, with inflation, that looks like $150. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm totally kidding. I just had to say something stupid. So
it's also $500,000 in Pennsylvania, so that'll get you a tank of gas and
a candy bar,
bottle of Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
All right. Your hands are cold. My nose. I feel like Rudolph freaking Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, I should have brought the
heater's right there.
Oh, the heaters. Oh, shit.
I'm telling you, my nose is like an icicle.
I was gonna say.
Like I'm not cold other than the tip of my damn nose.
Yeah,
I don't
I
understand.
Worn a hoodie down here. I thought it'd be a little bit warmer down here, but
we're good.
What are you
Hopefully, you can't hear too much of the sound behind us. Yeah, we with all that weather we had come in, guys, it was pretty nasty this morning. Like it was sketchier than shit this morning going to work.
Of all the freaking days that we've gotten off for the state, like we've gotten 5 or 6 snow days, just straight up. Don't even come into work. Don't even if you're remote, don't worry about it because it's bad enough that you're going to have to dig out. Of all the days, and some of the days have been, we're going to get a bunch of stuff, and then it didn't really do anything. This would have been the day to say, y'all don't worry about it because it was icy out this morning and just windy as shit.
Dude, it was brutal this morning going to work. I mean, I had sliding. I mean, I made it. You just got to take your time and turtle your way here, but turtle your way there, I should say, not here. And then it turned out to be 41 degrees today, so everything's melted normal now.
That's right. The ITC is this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm bowling next weekend, so I'm sure that they'll all be back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. ITC is down, isn't it? Jared and them have to go to Fort Worth first, and they're with our group for nationals. So they're going to Texas, and then as soon as I get down, they're traveling to Baton Rouge with us because Jaden's my doubles partner. So
Yeah.
for nationals, I'm assuming ITC is all down there then.
Yeah, it's in Texas.
We can talk a little bit about that whole ordeal too. I guess Poston's thing that was a little different because of the rules. I wonder if he just didn't read the rules properly on the 5th year eligibility or what.
The rules have been that way the whole time because of the COVID year.
Yeah.
But that was said in the rules, but there was no distinction made when they made the press announcement or whatever else. It just said, due to COVID, everybody gets an extra year of eligibility. They didn't, but it was the extra year was only for team. It wasn't for singles, but they didn't make note of that. They didn't have an asterisk or a whatever else in the original release or the video that they did or the announcement or whatever else, but it was in the rules somewhere that it was just for team, but the press release was, okay, everybody gets an extra year of eligibility, and they didn't distinguish between team and singles.
Which I can understand that, but also at the same time, that is just plain stupid.
Yeah,
if you're getting a full year of eligibility minus the postseason and singles, that's just silly.
Well, and if that's kind of what you heard to begin with, there would be no reason to really question it. It's like, oh, okay, so it's COVID year, everybody gets an extra year. I don't know that I would dig into it any further because there wouldn't even, why? That's one of those things. It's like, why would you look into it further? If you hear that everybody gets an extra year, it wouldn't even register to me that they would, but it's only for team.
Yeah.
It's not for singles too.
Yeah, that's just silly to me. And then we got the little bit of controversy that was posted in there too about Weber. I mean, I haven't had a chance, I'll be honest, to look a ton into it from when it was posted in the group. And not only just posted in the group to what I seen being shared around Facebook. It was more of I seen this, okay, crap, I'm headed to your house. Because I had to do a couple little things before the trip. Let's talk a little bit about that. What are your overall thoughts on the Weber situation?
It's just more USBC nonsense because they did it was something that a couple of kids from Weber were doing for a test or something like that.
On urethane balls, correct?
Yeah, they were soaking some urethane balls in acetone to just do kind of their own experiments or whatever.
Which is what they did in the old days, right?
Yeah, they used to soak them in acetone to soften them up, and it was illegal, but that's why they started doing the hardness test.
Nobody knew.
Yeah. Nobody knew that they used to soak. They used to soak them in acetone. They also used to put them in coolers with ice.
Really?
Ice water to harden them up if they were on super friction or something.
Huh. No shit.
Even heard some other fun stories that I won't talk about.
Well, that's boring.
Yeah. They did all kinds of wild
stuff.
They
did what with bowling balls?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
But
you can't compete in the singles without your school having a team.
Yeah, your team has to have, or your school has to have a team.
Oh, yeah.
But then everybody gets to enter the singles competition.
That's just silly to me, though, that you can bowl the whole season, help your team get to the postseason.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the postseason, you can bowl everything but singles.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, it erases the whole point of a 5th year of eligibility.
Yeah.
But I don't pretend to know. Never going to pretend to know. I never bowled in college. So, yeah.
James sent me the
peek over here at the PBA and find out what's going on a little bit. Am I behind? I've got to be behind here.
All right. USBC completes.
Oh, you pulling it up? There we go.
Yeah. Allegations of ball tampering. Multiple athletes at Weber International acknowledged conducting an experiment to alter USBC-approved bowling balls, but denied using the balls in a certified competition. While there was no specific allegation of Weber International using an illegally altered ball in USBC collegiate competition as a matter of due diligence, the rules requested that they send all urethane balls used in competition during the current season to USBC for testing. They tested all the balls, found no indication of tampering. They have tested and confirmed all balls that they intend to use for the 2025 intercollegiate postseason meet the expected hardness. Therefore, USBC is confident in the integrity of the competitions. They did determine that some of the individuals involved did violate USBC collegiate rules. 3 Weber international athletes have been declared ineligible for the postseason, and a member of the coaching staff has been placed on probation. Which, that's the thing. Like, they did some stuff outside of USBC. It had nothing to do with USBC, but they violated some rules, even though those rules don't really govern what they were doing.
Well, it doesn't matter because they never even did anything with it that would affect them in USBC play.
Yeah, they were just doing some testing.
Like,
again, conducting an experiment. The problem is that some kids ran their mouth. Some of the kids ran their mouth on Reddit, and that's how they even found out about this stuff in the first place.
So, Paul.
So, yeah, I don't understand.
But even if they ran their mouth, though, that's the part that I don't understand is if it didn't do anything that directly conflicts with the team in the USBC, and like even if they did it, then threw it in open play.
Yeah.
How in the hell does that allow them to get suspended, or even not even just suspended, but just have consequences?
USBC we're talking about. Chris Barnes on the screen and in the background.
And a little swish and strike, so he looks like he's going double 9 spare strike.
Buzz Lightyear.
To the rescue. Chris Barnes is also in the background. Just so you know. Yeah, those aren't that bad.
No, they're all right. I can hang with that.
Yeah. I don't mind that one bit. I'll be honest with you. I wish it had alcohol in it.
yeah, but Homer Lex is next on the ban list for altering bowling balls.
Probably. Cheaters never prosper, guys. Come on
Yeah.
now. But yeah, I was curious on the whole Weber thing. Like I said, I just read real briefly. I think it was what Nico shared.
Yeah.
In there, and then I didn't get a chance to really read in depth on it because I was driving. So
yeah, just some dumb shit.
Before we get into the WSOB a little bit, did you have a chance to talk or watch the Roth Holman doubles and have a little food for thought on that? Because I said, I didn't get to watch it.
A couple of the games. Let me pull up. Yeah, it's a little colder down here than.
No, it feels much better right now than it did.
Yeah.
Much better.
Spoiler alert. Let's see what okay. It's match number 1. Matt Ogle and Sean Rash beat Tim Foy and Kevin McCune 238-172. Then they beat Dabrowski and Bailey Maverick 258-174. Then DJ Archer, Sean Maldonado beat Ogle and Sean. I think there was some kind of 221-215. And then DJ and Sean were just never in that game against Belmo and Billy O. Belmo couldn't strike. He did just they put one double together, I think. One double, maybe a triple, maybe 2 doubles. But Belmo was having trouble hitting the pocket, and DJ and Sean just had air that final match, because I did watch the entire thing. I didn't see what happened in the second match, but again, that was really the only good match. The other ones were just not close whatsoever.
The team that I thought was really going to have a chance to go and run the ladder actually was Tim Foy and Kevin McCune. That is an exciting team to watch. Tim Foy is actually he's a lot of fun to watch on TV just because he's such a vocal person, the way he talks through his thought process. And he just really, really, his thoughts really come out.
Yeah. And
it's entertaining to hear. And then just Kevin McCune's all-around game, just raw power.
Yeah.
It's just exciting to watch when the guy can, throw it 1,000,000 miles an hour and still hit the ever-living piss out of it. So it's always fun to watch that, especially when somebody like me, I can't do anything like that. Even if I dreamed of it, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I was a little upset I didn't get to watch that, but apparently I didn't miss anything when it comes to that. So congrats to Belmo and Bill O'Neill. Really, both of them to this point kind of needed it. Season has not been great. Season's short as it is. And Bill O'Neill and Belmo have not been good out of the gates. So them both getting a W to help really turn their season around is a big deal. And I mean, Belmo right out of the gate and qualifying in Scorpion granted, this has been recorded for a couple weeks, but right out of the gate with Scorpion, he came out of the gates pretty hot. So I was going to actually take a look at that and see standing wise real quick what's going on at the WSOB here.
Yeah, they're still competitive. They just don't show up as often.
Yeah.
And I guess, for somebody like Belmo who's been dominant, to just all of a sudden the last couple of years hardly see him.
Yeah. And they got 2 games left. I mean, so go ahead if you're still finishing on that.
No, and Dombrowski, after, what did he win last year?
He didn't win anything.
The player. Well, no, Dombrowski won the
RPI. He's won the RPI back-to-back years.
Okay, but he also so he didn't.
He didn't get a tour title.
No, he did. He was on TV for something though.
Yeah, he made TV. I don't remember what he made TV for, but he made TV for something. Bowling. I bet he was bowling.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't remember what it was he made TV for, but yeah, he made. I thought it was a major.
Yeah, it was. It was a major. I thought he won, or maybe he got really close. But
Hey, ZW.
Patch. Okay, so he's not.
Well, he wasn't even full time on tour last year.
Yeah, he's not exempt.
He is now, isn't he? I thought he got Nick. Yeah, he's exempt.
Okay, I just don't know why he wasn't coming up. Okay, yeah, so he didn't get any titles last year, but he had 2 championship round appearances, and he made $140,000. So
yeah, and he lost his job. No, that's his career earnings.
oh, okay, I was gonna say
He made 87.
Oh, they haven't updated it yet. They haven't updated it for 2024. I'm gonna say I thought that he.
Looks like one of his championship round appearances was in 18. They're right there.
Yeah.
He made one in 16 and he made one in 18. Now, unless they haven't updated it for 14. But Dombrowski throws it really, really good.
Oh, he finished second, and D-Ron Booker beat him on the Masters.
That's right. It was the Masters.
Okay. That's what it was.
Sorry, don't mind us. We don't even have the comments up now. We're catching up here. But yes, it was the Masters. Thank you. I do remember that show now. Where was I? I didn't get to watch that full show. I'm trying to think of where the heck I was at.
Yeah, I don't know. I was able to watch that show, and it was a good show. And Patrick he made him work for it. That was.
Dombrowski's a good player, man.
Yeah, and I think they made mention of that he was going to be full time on tour this year.
Well, he wasn't going to. He lost his job.
Yeah,
he got laid off or something like that, and he said, "Well, might as well give this thing a try."
Yeah.
So, I mean, he throws it great. But kudos to him. So just a little WSOB update here. There's 2 games left of qualifying for the Scorpion Championship. They're taking 24 to match play, but apparently it begins tonight. So that's pretty awesome. Looks like currently sitting in the number at plus 220 at 24th. 1 pin to the good over Bud Kroll is Sean Maldonado. No. And then if you flip the sheet upside down to who is leading, who's Mr. On Fire.
Hi, Buck. Hi.
Tim Foy at plus 491.
Okay. Well, okay. Here you
are, hi, buddy. Tim Foy is done, so he was on the earlier squad. Let's see some more notable names.
Top 180, 190 his last 2 games, average 240.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's wild.
Your current top 5 for the Scorpion is Tim Foy, BJ Moore, Rafiq Ismail, Jason Belmonte, and EJ Tackett. Some international players in there for sure. Robin Noberg. I don't think I've seen him throw it yet. Belmonte, I've never heard of him. I'm just kidding, obviously. Ethan Fiore, that kid is he throws it really good.
Yeah, he made a show there.
He just made the Albee Classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which they haven't shown yet.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, they're gonna have the finals for that on the 14th, I believe.
Bailey Maverick is another one that throws it really, really stinking good.
Mm-hmm. Who's tired, buddy?
Tommy Jones is fighting to stay in at plus 231 with 2 games to go. Let's see who's currently out of the number. So, like I said, the number is at plus 220 right now, which is Sean Maldonado. Bud Kroll at plus 219 with 2 games to go. Alec Keplinger is done at plus 217. Keplinger made the show for the Albee Classic as well, right?
Yep.
Keplinger, he's kid throws it so good if you've never seen him. Rah, rah, rah. Haggerty is done at 16. Another international player, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Rasmus Edvall. Is it plus 216 with 2 games to go? So he still has a chance. Did I say that name wrong? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at the guys that still have a chance. Tobias Boarding is at plus 215 with 2 to go. Thomas Keiko, however you say his name, he's still got 2 games to go. I mean, it's still pretty close to that 24 number. So World Series of Bowling is a lot of fun. I can't wait. And isn't the World Series of Bowling also our favorite best of 7 match play? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Sorry.
Just figured she was a raging alcoholic.
Bet you 10 to 1 odds I get you bitten by the end of the day. You're on.
I'm going to get you.
I'm going to get you. I don't know how, but I'm going to get you. We're about 1 hour into the program here. We could kind of just, whatever you want to talk about, kind of bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, we don't even have to go full 2 hours tonight if you don't want to either. So
Yeah, we can. I don't know. With all this we've been drinking, we might want to get you home early.
I know I'm hammered drunk.
Yeah. So.
What's up, TJ?
TJ. I found out earlier today that I'm going to be getting all the Motive balls now. They put me on their seed list for the reviews. So, we got a bunch of stuff. Brunswick announced all their stuff yesterday. I've got videos. I'm working on videos for the Hammerhead and the special effect. Those are both. I like both of those. And considering that I hated the effect, the special effect, I don't think acts anything like the original effect. Which is good or bad thing. If you were hoping for something that felt more familiar to the effect, I don't think you're getting it. But
it's pretty. I will say that.
Yeah, I like the look. It's another 4-color ball, so I like that. The Hammerhead is it's an Axiom, so that one's really good. We're a stronger sensor solid, so might be on your radar.
Okay. If
the Summit was a little cleaner and sharper, that's a Hammerhead.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, a little more boom.
I like a little more boom.
Or somewhere between the sensor solid and Summit.
Yeah.
It's in that territory. And then the special effect is it's cleaner, but really kind of smooth for me. So
yeah.
And then I really like the Evoke Hysteria, the new Pearl Evoke. That one's really good. I'm going to be throwing that one a lot. That's an automatic lock for the bag on Thursday. I'm taking that to league this week, and it's going to Southwest. And then Angel got a Primal Rage Evolution. We had Riley up because he's got one. And then we filmed for the Raptor Rush, and then he's got all of the Lethal Venom, so I'm going to have a Lethal Venom review too because he's got one of those. Hammer Effect Tour, Ion Pro, and another one in that kind of category there.
Yeah.
But
what did we expect in that video? Obviously, still probably got a
I've got all kinds of the hyperdrive. We did the RST hyperdrive with Tobias. I got that video done, and that's already up for the members. I'll put that one out tomorrow.
Speaking of Riley's right there.
Yep, he's going to be in some stuff. And then I don't know. I just need to get videos out. So I don't know whether I'm going to do the Evoke on Friday or one of the Brunswick videos on Friday. But I'm going to have videos Friday, Saturday, or tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and then probably Monday because not a whole lot of people watch. They got other stuff to watch and do on Sundays. So
that's unbelievable. I don't know why anybody would have anything to do on Sundays.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna have ball videos going up for a week and a half, probably, just to kind of catch up. And then Zach got his new IQ yesterday, and so we're going to film for that after league tomorrow night. So I'll have that one added to the schedule also. Oh yeah, the Tour Dynamics. So we film for all that stuff. So I'll have all that stuff eventually, but just
Sweet.
working through it. And then Tobias, there's something going on with,
You're
well, I
doing the
guess,
tariffs thing.
yeah, with the tariffs
Okay.
with Brunswick. I guess that the staff got a message that they were suspending the ordering for right now until they figured out how to adjust the prices. And I would assume, as long as stuff sticks, that Brunswick balls are going to be going up in price somewhat. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what that does. And I don't think that had anything to do with them trying to buy Classic. I think that it was a separate deal, because the whole Classic thing started way before they were even thinking about, before we got to the election or were thinking about any kind of tariffs on stuff. So now that happened, we'll have to see how that affects. I would imagine things are going to go up. I don't know how much they're going to go up, but we'll see.
It'll definitely affect things for sure.
One way or another, and I'm not sure, depending on if they stick or not, or if it's just like a negotiating tactic, because they're going back and forth with Canada right now too about, and Canada and Mexico have had fairly large tariffs on USA goods for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was just kind of, I mean, the rest of the world's doing it, so
Kind of like icing on the cake, so to speak.
yeah, and it's just a way of, every company or every country trying to prioritize their goods and production in their country versus importing stuff. Because if you import so much stuff, and I don't want to get into discussions about this kind of stuff because it gets people really fired up, but it's just, trying to prioritize buying. It's like you shop local. People say when you don't go to these chain restaurants, you want to go to local breweries or local restaurants or whatever else. Support local, buy local. It's basically the same thing. So, or you encourage other companies, bigger companies or whatever else, to produce in your country, your country instead of other countries. And so we will see what's going to happen there, but it's going to be some kind of something. And I don't know if Brunswick's going to start looking into producing some in the U.S. again, because that's the whole reason that they moved to Mexico in the first place.
Money,
It
yeah.
was cheaper
Yeah.
for the bottom line down there. But now that if they're going to have to pay so much, it depends on whether it's worth it to start production up here again.
Yeah.
Which obviously would be better for the U.S. economy, wherever they end up landing. That's jobs and whatever else. So we'll just have to see how it all shakes out. But something, I'm sure that something will be happening to begin with, or period.
Yeah.
Kansas high school state tournaments are happening at North Rock through Friday. Okay.
Congrats to Bishop Carroll girls and Andover Central boys today. Congratulations.
Cool.
I don't follow high school bowling too much, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't have known that, but that's awesome. Good.
We went out and watched one of we've got a buddy that's Tim K that's in Discord. Mm-hmm. He's one of the coaches of Midland. Mm-hmm. And so we went out there was a tournament at Royal Crest like a month ago or something, the collegiate tournament that we went out to watch. So
I wonder how long has he been a assistant coach for Midland?
A while now, I think.
Wonder if he was out there when we had that big motive demo that we had to go work out there.
Probably, I would imagine.
We had to go work. We worked one in Lincoln one day, and then Omaha the next. But one of the two was like a big showcase, with like all the brands there. Midland had guys out there, and some of the female bowlers, and allowed them to try all the equipment and all that. Like Cooper was out there. We were out there.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was with me. I think Henniger was with me. And we ran it. And Joe Journo. Do you know Joe Journo?
No,
Joseph Journo? He lives down in Nebraska.
Okay.
We were all Motive at the time. The three of us were.
Yeah, Motive can charge B7 rent at their old facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Fun fact for those that don't know it, Motive started because Brunswick moved to Mexico.
And started pouring cores for him, right?
Yeah, because Motive, that factory or that facility had done the cores for Brunswick. And so once Brunswick moved everything to Mexico, then Motive's like, which is wild to think that Brunswick's been in Mexico that long. But yeah, that's why Motive started doing bowling balls.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, well, we've already got everything to make the cores. And so we might as well just make the entire ball now. So.
Yeah. And they're good at what they do in their own thing. So
Yeah. Yep. I've been throwing quite a bit of haven't drilled much of their stuff just because I already got plenty of other stuff. I've already got too much stuff to begin with, but I'm definitely not mad about the deal because I keep looking at this stuff and liking what they're putting out. So.
And I just changed grips in a Motive ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've thrown plenty of Motive stuff in my day. I'm okay to take a break from it for a little bit.
Yeah, I got my high set of the year this year with the Jackal Onyx. I'm throwing that a lot.
Sweet.
I like the Evoke, and I don't throw the Shock very much, but it's still up there.
Some of the new stuff. I've still got like 3 or 4 Shocks and 3 or 4 Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
If I could take the recoil and throw it everywhere, I would. I really like the recoil. I just got burnt out of having to throw a recoil and a Shock, Ghost, and recoil everywhere. Iron Forge is really good. So
B7, more like B7.
yeah. Fred actually had a great question here, and I really don't know the answer to it. So he said something about why did they change the format? It's not letting me go up here. That's stupid.
Yeah. Why did they change the format? They're only bowling 6 games on each pattern instead of 10 games on each pattern, 16 in the morning and 6 in the evening. Or
He adjusts,
10 games on each pattern, 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening.
I mean, they're bowling 12 on each pattern, and then they're breaking it down in 2 squads.
Yeah.
So there's an A and a B squad.
There's just so much bowling that people are bowling dozens and dozens of games for a week and a half solid, and that's just
wears you out.
Yeah, it wears you out. It's a lot mentally. It's a lot physically, especially if the people that got to glue themselves up so that they can get through stuff, and it's just
hell. I got to glue myself up just because at that time of year my thumbs are cracking, and I can just get a typical down here crack from using rosin and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just ready to get to the summertime.
Yeah, I am too because I'm over the cold, the dry. The cold is whatever. It's the dry that gets me.
I'm just ready to be outside in shorts.
Yeah, that too.
T-shirt.
It's been especially cold this year, especially the last couple months. It's just been.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm ready for a cocktail with alcohol in it that I can sit by the pool.
Yep.
In my Speedo.
Yeah. Meet the parents.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Let's move on.
Yeah.
No, I do not own a Speedo. It was totally a joke. Oh.
Get that Nicorette out.
I don't know why it's not letting me go back and look at comments.
I don't know. It's stupid.
First of all, I need to get a stupid mouse for this thing instead of relying on the stupid trackball thing. It wants to go up. It just won't let me.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Keep firing questions in here because I think we've pretty much covered what we need to cover.
Yeah,
We've reached the point of rabbit trails.
Yeah.
And the official program. Yeah, that feels much better down here ever since we.
Yeah. Catching up with
feels amaze balls. I'm gonna get pulled over on my way home. Sir, have you been drinking? I've been drinking loads of non-NA.
Yeah.
Just trying to peek in on scores here. They're just about done here with game 6 of round 2 of the Scorpion. So
you fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Sipping back on Grandpa's cough medicine. You shut your mouth if you know what was good for you. Tic Tac, sir.
Give me that booze, you pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
I bowled every other day for the past 2 weeks. I forget how much my person is not used to that. Yeah, bowling takes a toll on you. I'll be honest with you. When we bowled, I had to bowl Tuesday last week. So we bowled Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When I got home Thursday night, I passed the hell out.
Yeah.
I was tired, legit tired. I was done. I'm gonna be when I get back from nationals. I'm gonna be worn out.
Yeah, because I mean we did. Because I bowled. Did we bowl? Was it Wednesday, Thursday? Well, yeah, it was Wednesday, Thursday for City, and then I had League Friday, and then I filmed Saturday morning, and then I filmed more Sunday morning, and so I was definitely ready to be done with all that.
Yeah, because I ran into you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, you were there. You ran into kind of us.
Yeah,
we were there for League, and then you showed up down there. I looked at it, I was like, Luke's here. 50 to 60 games in 1 week just to get to TV is, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, I guess they can add these longer formats if they're not going to bowl 25 events a year.
Yeah. You kind of got, and the other thing is, too, that somebody else was saying, if you've got there's somebody else that was sick and couldn't bowl. Was it BJ Moore or I can't remember who was saying
Matt Sanders got sick.
Yeah,
right?
Sanders. And he was saying, it kind of sucks that, we don't have that big of a tour. And so if you have to miss, if you're hurt or you're sick and you've got to miss.
See what happened to Zach Taggett?
Many events all at the same time.
He got kidney stones. And so he had to withdraw from the Albee Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And now he had to withdraw from the World Series. So they're having him helping ball rep for the World Series. So your season's over because the World Series is a big chunk of your season.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for points to bowl the next year.
Yeah.
And
hi, buddy. What's up, dude?
What are you doing, Buck Sauce?
What's up, dude?
I know you're bored, Buck Sauce.
Hi, buddy. It's ridiculous
you're
because
bored. Okay, yeah, it's just the husky thing.
Oh, watch the computer. Are you bored? What was this? What would you replace a dart cut with, regardless of brands?
Level 10 frames are for Quakers. Heck yeah.
Question for you there.
Yeah. What would you replace a dart code with, regardless of brand? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think the closest would be the physics blackout because it is similar-ish on everything, really. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think of anything else recently that I've thrown or that Angel has thrown that kind of rolls like that. Black Widow Mania is too quick.
Yeah, Tobias does the same thing. A polished physics blackout.
Yeah, I would say the physics blackout is the easy answer, and I can't think of anything else. Vaporize, maybe. I think the Vaporize would be on the list, but I still think
it's too sharp, isn't it? Not as round.
Yeah.
That dart coat's pretty round shape.
Yeah. The Vaporize probably is too quick. But yeah, the physics blackout would be the closest by a long shot.
Ben DC, but could probably find a Vivo.
Yeah, the Vivo was a lot cleaner and weaker and sharper. So yeah, I think that the physics blackout is going to be the answer, I think, regardless of other things. That's just there's nothing else in the Stormline, and Motive doesn't have anything that's like it. And then the Brunswick stuff, again, I think the Vaporize is the closest, but physics blackout's going to be your best. Going to be your best bet.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think we might shut it off at 7:30 tonight because we're kind of running out of stuff to talk about, and I am starving.
Yeah, so fire your questions in here while you got time.
Yep. Get some final stuff in here. We'll have a bunch more to talk about next time because we'll have a full Nationals recap, and then we'll have a lot more World Series to talk about, and because they'll have a lot of those shows, and they'll have be able to update people on the. I do kind of like the way that the PBA League has gone so far this year.
I actually like it, yeah.
Because they've had the company, they've done the standings stuff.
Motive's dominating.
yeah, Motive's destroying everybody. A lot of,
EJ Tackett's destroying.
EJ Tackett's helping a lot, but
Santu has a title though, so we can't.
Yeah. But yeah, the Motive.
The Motive train keeps on rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to them right now. Small company like that, it doesn't hurt the brand at all.
Yeah, it is definitely. They're getting a lot of visibility, and they do kind of go their own direction. They're not trying to elbow their way in with the big dogs. Just we're doing our thing,
and they're good at what they do. I'll give them that. They are very good at what they do.
Yep.
So that there's no definitely knocking them on that. That's. Every company's good at what they do. Don't get me wrong. Right now, it may be a head scratcher some of the decisions that are made, but. Storm's good at the shapes that they make. Brunswick's good at the shapes they make, and vice versa. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. That's a classic. It's a classic. Every time you say that line, or quote that line, you have to say it in that exact voice.
Yeah.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Anyway, sorry if we're boring tonight. There's other than. Oh, here you go. Do you think it was a good idea to cut the PTQ entries to only 5? Well, they cut to only 5 because. That's all they've got room for off the exempt field.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that great of an idea because for the other pros that don't make it, that have to chase the PTQs all year, that's no way to try to make a living. So you're going to lose you're going to get a lot of local people, local hot shots in the field. And so it's going to be the regular exempt pros plus 5 people. I think there are a few people chasing the PTQs full time this year, but it's just
Brad is somehow someone.
That's rough. So yeah, I don't.
Brad is, and I don't think he's made it out of 1 yet. But then you've got guys like Dallas Leong who's made it out of a ton of them. Keplinger's made it out of quite a few. Now Keplinger's gone from a PTQ to a show. It's very, very tough.
You get a meat stick for 6 in a row at Dutchman?
What's the question? Look, will you throw 6 in a row at Dutchman to get yourself a nice stick of meat? Is this on house? Is it on a pattern?
I like nice sticks of meat.
Yes, you do. Do you know if this is on house or pattern or what?
I'm sure it's just on a house shot. I'm sure it's just a house tournament.
Max,
Mode's my new number 1 ball.
Plenty will make $0 this year.
Yeah. There's going to be people that chase the PTQ, and that's the thing is you've got to get through the PTQ just to have a chance in the main field, and so that's just rough.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's not a good way to go through life.
Ethan Fiore goes from humble PTQ beginnings to rising PBA star. Yeah, He's exempt because he got through the tour trials, I believe, right? Yeah, didn't he?
I can't remember.
I thought Fiore got a tour trial spot.
Possibly.
Will
the Hammerhead be a good benchmark ball? Yeah, I'm in the middle of writing the review for that right now, and that's one of my lines in there is that if somebody asks for a benchmark ball, I can just tell them get one of those. Don't even worry about it. It is the definition of a benchmark ball. It reminds like when Storm had the Tour Power 20 some odd years ago. That's kind of what that reminds me of.
This is the PBA team. Where the heck is the player at?
Buck, what are you doing?
What's up, dude?
Hi. Yeah, you're not helping.
Hey, I'm trying to read something.
Roof.
Let's look.
He's currently a PTQ guy, but he's making it out of them and doing well. Making it out of them, it appears. He made that show, and then he's well inside the cut for this tournament going on right now.
I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, the Hammerhead is outstanding. It's very, very good. It's one of those plug and play that it doesn't do anything. They're not reinventing the wheel. It's just a very good wheel.
I don't even remember who made it. Okay, Bailey Maverick. It's a couple of two-hand. I'm just thinking two-handers. Sorry. Sloan, Bailey Maverick. Wallaby's one I'm kind of surprised he got out. of the tour trials. Chris Sloan caught a heater. And got in. He's been quiet.
Mm.
Chase Nadeau throws it really good. Andrew Hall throws it good, but I don't think he's done much. Nathan Boer's been slowly doing his thing. Barnes has had a great year. Ryan Barnes has. Nate Purchase has been quiet. Obviously, Tim Foy. We know what he did after making it through the tour trials. He could probably take 0 or not bowl the rest of the year and probably still be exempt from it.
Yeah, he's making things happen. Is it beneficial to drill symmetric bowls the same if you're generally bowling on typical house shots? Yeah, I don't mess with layouts a whole lot. I just kind of let the ball be the difference. I know a lot of people that would always they get a clean and flippy ball. And it's like, well, I want to drill this one a little bit earlier to make it to cut down on that and tame it down a little bit, and then they get curly and smooth balls and say, I want to make these a little bit longer and flippier, so they're not like, well, what's the point of buying the ball then? Just buy the ball that you want, put a normal layout on it. So I just kind of go with one layout unless I'm looking for something specific, which I never am on a house shot. I just drill everything the same.
Dude.
Buck Sauce, hey.
Do you want to use the computer? Is that what you want?
He's just a dingo.
Careful.
A dingo.
Be careful, buddy.
Why are you bad? Go upstairs or something. Buck Sauce.
He wants to. I've never seen where he gets up here and wants on the computer. Watch out. You watch out.
I've only thrown the Effect Tour, but I'm really looking forward to your special effect review. Their next effect ball should be the Super Effect. They could do fun stuff.
Yeah. I will say that the new one is really, really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Dutchman has their own pattern for their tournament, and you get a certain type of bologna if men get 6 in a row and women get 5 in a row.
Mm.
Seriously. I mean, I love bologna. That's awesome.
Bologna.
I mean, I do. I absolutely love bologna. So that you better throw 6 in a row.
Bingo H, baby.
To get you some damn bologna.
Mm-hmm. Careful now, that man's about to cross the lines.
They need to do that for KCO. 6 in a row, get some brisket or something. Yeah. I mean, I'll settle for bologna.
Patty, yeah.
Ditchman. Good Lord. Dutchman is on my list of. I have a few friends that go. Maybe after surgery, it sounds really fun. I'd like to go bowl the Hoinky again sometime. Hoinky would be a fun one to go bowl. That's still a big tournament throughout the years. A lot of people around here that watch this probably know what the Hoinky is. I don't think they do the Super anymore. The Super Hoinky. I don't believe.
Yeah. I think so.
Last we looked, I don't think they do, but they do still do the Hoinky. The Peterson would be a fun one to go bowl. Mm-hmm. But you're the one that was telling me they do some stupid shit in there now, like they put lane oil in your thumbs. That'd piss me off.
Yeah, if they straighten some stuff out, because I remember Wriggles wrote a couple of stories on it because Matt Gasson put some big post up about. He's like, yeah, I'm never bowling this shit again, because they cross some lines, man. they crossed some lines this year. They always do crazy things. I mean, the pins are off spot. They do weird things with the oil. Sometimes they'll send your ball back on a different return or whatever else. But yeah, like pouring lane oil in your thumb holes or in your finger holes, and then throwing basketballs out on the lane and stuff like that. It's like this is a little different story than what we've done before. So making it unique is one thing. Making it ridiculous.
Well, even putting your ball down and return somewhere else is just stupid.
Yeah,
it's spelling bologna. Spelling bologna is just baloney. Sorry, it always looks like bologna to me. That's good. Pittsburgh, you get half price appetizers and a free drink for $2.25 plus.
I remember the free drink tickets. The one year that I went with Russ and Jay, and then
does it count for beer?
Huh? Yeah, beer or whiskey or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, we got a lot of tickets that year.
Well, I want to go now. That's just baloney.
Mm-hmm.
I was forced to have bologna as a child, therefore I hate it as an adult. I could get that. Man, I love me some bologna, though. I already ate dinner, and it kind of makes me want to go home and now eat bologna. Not kidding. I don't think I have any bologna. So. No, it's still kind of expensive.
Not sure what I'm going to have. But I am hungry.
I think we're going to sign off around 7:30 here since we don't have a ton to talk about. Kind of sped through everything. Luke and I did a show sober.
Yeah,
so we're bored.
Yeah.
No, I promise we're not bored with you folks, these fine folks here. But
Yeah, we just got through everything pretty quick, and we're watching the PBA stuff. We got that up right now, and they're
about done.
Yeah,
I have 3 or 4 frames from being done here, so I guess
No, now they're done. Now cut up.
I guess
Bowl
it was just
TV
fine.
does that to me all the time. I'll be watching as soon as if I switch to a different screen, it will pause the feed. I don't know why it does that, but I've got to have it on the screen or it will pause the feed. I've done that before where I've switched to a different screen and come back to it, and then I'm like, this is like a half an hour later. What's going on?
I'll be honest with you, that might be the fastest 3 or 4 frames I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It also gives us a chance to get relax and turn on match play here. So yeah, I'm not doing anything. Not doing anything for tonight. I'm gonna go home and watch that. So yeah, I don't think anything other than got nationals all next week. Be gone. I'm gonna actually return and go to work on Friday. The following weekend, I don't think I'm doing anything. Well, I was gonna go bowling with you guys.
Yeah, but trying to fit that in between nationals.
I mean, I'd have made it, but I'd have just been staying in another hotel for a week, and I just don't really feel like it. If something comes down to it and somebody backs out real late, I could probably swing it, but
yeah,
I'd rather not if possible. And then because then I'd have to turn around the following weekend and be in Springfield. So
yeah,
going to be living out of a hotel for a couple of weeks. I think that's it. Like, I'm going to bowl the Mexican American tournament the first weekend in April in Emporia. So I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. And then I've got to try and fit the house qualifying with Raylan in there for the adult youth at some point in time in between now and April 25th or something like that. So I don't know. There's just a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I'm looking forward to a break.
Yeah.
To get this finger back to feeling better because it still hurts like a son of a gun. So having to I take that fitting tape. I don't know if you saw what I do, but I take and took a junk and I literally just pull it as tight as possible. Kind of limits finger movement, but I can still bend it enough that allows me some flexibility. But it helps. And then jack up on pain pills, and we get through a block. So yeah.
Yep.
And there's one question in there if you want to touch it.
Without surface adjustments, how much separation do you see between the special effect and vaporized for house shot? I think I don't know that the vaporized is necessarily stronger. The special, I think it's more or less just the special effect is quite a bit smoother for me.
There's 4 games for the team event in Dutchman. 6 games for singles and doubles, 4 games for the team event.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I remembered hearing something about that.
Interesting.
I can't remember how I'll see what happens when I get down there.
John, I got to buy you a $25 beer next week. Am I gonna see you at Nationals next week? Felix? Even then, you don't have to buy me a $25 beer.
Hopefully, they won't be $25.
If they're $25, I'll be lied to you.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. If they're $25, I'll be pissed.
I didn't drink in Reno at all.
Oh, I'll have a couple.
I'm like absolutely not.
Well, no, I like to have a little swing loose.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, I would have liked to, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just not.
Yeah, seriously, Felix, if you're gonna be there, hit me up. Like I said, I bowl the 11th at 11:30 a.m. and then 7 a.m. the next morning. If you're not bowling, I wouldn't expect you to get up at 7 a.m. But we'll be in and out of the center, the convention center, quite a bit, walking around, checking out scores and seeing where everybody's playing and all that fun stuff. So yeah, anybody's gonna be there next week, make sure to hit me up and come see me.
Be there Wednesday with the wife. Gotta say hi at least.
Yeah, come say hi. I'll be there. I have no idea what pairs we're on or anything like that, but yeah, we'll be there. So make sure you come say hi. Thank you. Tobias, I'm from Pittsburgh as well. Sweet.
Well, we're talking about Pittsburgh, Kansas, not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Pittsburgh without the H in Kansas that we have a tournament at.
That's right. It is without the H, isn't it?
Yep.
How many times I've typed that and still put the H in there? Now I feel stupid.
Pittsburgh, Kansas.
It's a really small town, right?
Yeah.
Like really, really small?
Yes, it's not very big. There's a decent I think they've got it's a small college town.
Yeah, it's Pitt State, right?
Yeah. But it's not that big of a town. Like,
is there good eating down there though?
mm-hmm.
There is. Okay.
Yeah, there's some good stuff down there.
I like it.
So, all right, unless we have any other business, probably going ahead and call it a night here, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll have a full World Series to talk about. He'll have a bunch of nationals, or do our nationals report, and then I'll have Springfield to talk about too. So yeah, we'll have a bunch more stuff to get into next time.
And
so,
Southwest.
Yeah, I meant Southwest. Not
I can preview Springfield.
yeah. So yeah, you'll get to talk about nationals, preview Springfield, talk about that because those patterns are crazy.
We can pull those up next time too. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we should have a lot more to talk about next show. So
tonight we're boring. We're sober.
Yeah, sober and hungry.
I kind of want to go home and have a glass of whiskey.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
right.
Be good.
Yeah. But thanks everybody for hanging out. We will see you in a couple weeks on the show. We'll have a lot more to talk about. And yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight.
Hopefully I get to see some of you at Nationals. Felix, look forward to seeing you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come see me.